What's up everybody, Derek here with the Bass Factory, and today I'm going to be showing you what plastic colors you should be using for clear to muddy water. Whenever I'm choosing these colors, I can say something real simple. I can tell you, I like the green pumpkins or the watermelon seeds or the browns, or I like to stay with clear water. I like to stay towards more of a clear bait, and for the darker, muddier water, I like a darker bait. But most typically, I stay pretty natural with the colors. It's either going to be a green or a brown. I don't deviate from that too much. But instead of telling you like I just did, I'm going to show you. I've got these 5 little jigs that I've got rigged up here to put in these 4 glasses that I basically made look just like muddier water. So thank you Hershey syrup for my kids, because that's exactly what it is. But it's going to simulate that darker, muddier water on the end and just kind of progress down to clear water. So I've got a black light here so you can see which ones have a little bit more fluorescence in them, especially that pink and that yellow. But I'm going to dip these in here. Let's start off with our clear water with the yellow. Drop it down in there. It looks okay. This is all going to be at your own discretion on what you think looks best. So that yellow looks all right. Get that water. It just kind of disappears a little bit in that watercolor. It just kind of blends in. It is virtually gone in that water. Can't even see it. This one, I'm nothing. You can see that white head, but not much more than that. That thing just basically disappeared. Now we're going on to this. Basically, it's a pink. It's just got a pink color to it. So let's drop it in the clear water first. That shows up really well. All right. And then we're going to go to this second one. That shows up really well still. That's where that yellow one started to kind of disappear somewhat. And then the third one, which is slightly or muddier water, it still shows up because it's got that little bit darker tint than that yellow. And then we're going to the darkest color, which is right there. Can't even hardly see it. I mean, it just basically disappears in there. You can still see it a little bit better than the yellow. Here we go. Basically kind of like a watermelon seed for the most part. Let's put it in the clear water here. Looks pretty good there. There's the... Oh, it's showing up fairly well with that black pepper kind of look in it right there. It's really showing up with that darker hints in it in that one. The third one, that black is what's really showing up. As you see, that darker stuff is really showing up, like the eye of that jig head. You can really see an eye of that jig head. And there's the last one. If I bring it up to the glass, not a whole lot showing, but the darker still is what's coming through the most as I get it closer to the edge. Because the visibility in this glass is very, very low. And we're basically, I think that was the pumpkin, green pumpkin, I think is what this color is. All right, let's try it in the clear. Of course, it's going to show up in the clear, okay. And put it in the second one. It shows up better, but you can definitely start to see where those darks in this muddier water are starting to show up a little bit better, and you get that light color not coming through as well. Yeah, you can definitely see the darkness. If you can see the silhouette of that definitely coming through there. And then this one's virtually so muddy that the darkness of it, you would almost need a black in this situation in this kind of watercolor. But compared to the others, this one definitely comes through a lot more than those others. You can actually see the silhouette of it along in the glass on this last one. All right, and our last lure, which is the closest to being clear on this list, but it has a hint of yellow to it. But it's basically as close to almost being clear as it can get. But I just wanted to show you the differences between the lighter and the darker shades with these muddier waters, because you don't need to go that crazy with these. But let's put it in this first glass. Of course, that comes in very well in that color. All right, let's go to the second glass. And there again, just like the yellow, it starts to disappear. Oh, the silhouette really starts to go away. The third glass, it's almost invisible. It's virtually invisible. And then this last one is pretty much gone for the most part. Well, this was really a fun little experiment to try. I kind of already knew going into this what colors I like to use throughout the years, what I've gone with, and I make it really simple. The clearer the bait, the clearer the water, the darker the bait, the muddier the water. And that's kind of the way that you need to kind of think about it. I like to stay with those greens and those browns, those natural tones, and I don't go too far from that unless it's certain other variables. But once you start throwing all those variables into the equation, you can really mess up your bass fishing or your crappie fishing or your pan fishing, whatever kind of fishing you're doing. You can really mess it up by throwing things in there and making it just too hard. It's simple. A lot of these fish will hit those baits when it's right in front of them, and you just got to be there at the right time in the right place. So let me know in the comments section if this video helped you out. I would love to hear from you if you kind of changed your mindset on how these colors work in the different water clarities that we got over here. But let me know in the comment section, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.